Oh, hello there. I'm Belchen, a cute bear. In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chapter 1 of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Ass.
Oh. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Washington Irving. Chapter 1. In the bosom of one of those spacious coves which indent the eastern shore of Vadzen, at that broad expansion of the river denominated by the ancient Dutch navigators the Tappan, and where they always prudently shorten sail and implore the protection of street Nicholas when they crest, there lies a small market town or rural port, which by some is called Greensburg, but which is more generally and properly known by the name of Terrytown. This name was given, we are told, in former days, by the good housewives of the adjacent country, from the inveterate propensity of their husbands to linger about the village to have a non-market days. Be that as it may, I do not vouch for the fact, but merely advert to it, for the sake of being precise and authentic. Not far from this village, perhaps about 2 miles, there is a little valley or rather lap of land among high hills, which is one of the quietest places in the whole world. A small brook glides through it, with just murmur enough to lull one to repose, and the occasional whistle of a quail or a tapping of a woodpecker is almost the only sound that ever breaks in upon the uniform tranquillity. I recollect that, when a stripling, my first exploit in school shooting was in a grove of tall walnut trees that shades one side of the valley. I had wandered into it at noontime, when all nature is peculiarly quiet, and was startled by the roar of my own gong, as it broke the Sabbath stillness around and was prolonged and reverberated by the angry was. If ever I should wish for a retreat whither I might steal from the world and its distractions, and dream quietly away the remnant of a troubled life, I know of none more promising than this little village, from the listless repose of the place, and the peculiar character of its inhabitants, who are descendants from the original Dutch settlers. This sequestered glen has long been known by the name of Sleepy Hollow, and its rustic lads are called the Sleepy Hollow boys throughout all the neighbouring country. A drowsy, dreamy influence seems to hang over the land, and to pervade the very atmosphere. Some say that the place was poached by a High German doctor during the early days of the settlement. Others, that an old Indian chief, the prophet or wizard of his tribe, held his powers there before the country was discovered by Master Hendrik Hudson. Certain it is, the place still continues under the sway of some witching power that holds a spell over the minds of the good people, causing them to walk in a continual reverie. They are given to all kinds of marvellous beliefs, are subject to trances and visions, and frequently see strange sights, and hear music and voices in the air. The whole neighbourhood abounds with local tales, haunted spots, and twilight superstitions. Stars shoot and meteors glare oftener across the valley than in any other part of the country, and the night there, with her whole ninefold, seems to make it the favourite scene of her gambols. To be continued.